today I'm making eggplant lasagna. You're going to want olive oil, some eggplant, at least a nice big one, some plant-based cream cheese. Sorry about that. And some zucchini too, if you have small ones like these. You're going to want tofu and some of the Eve's veggie ground round that I had showed you the other day. And you're going to want a couple of peppers. I've got a red one and an orange one here. I've got some garlic and an onion. You have Unico, no salt. These again are no salt tomatoes. Those are the best. And we have some sauce as well as some tomato paste. And we have some oregano, red pepper flakes. And we're going to have lasagna as well, but we're cutting it down to about half of what we normally have. And that'll be about 60 grams of carbohydrate per serving. So once you've got all those ingredients together, yes, you also need some spinach. Some chopped frozen spinach is what I've got. So you want to put your meat into the pan, cook it like it's real meat. Cook it like you really need to. And get a nice caramelized surface on all of your meat there by pressing it down to the pan and, of course, frying it as you would normal meat. You want it to be nice and caramelized like this when it's done. With the vegetables, first of all, you want to get the garlic into the pan with the oil. I don't have the oil on yet, but I'm using a special press here that gets the garlic sliced perfectly. And you add in, after that, the orange pepper into the pan, a nice fine chop on this, and the red pepper as well. It's going to become part of the sauce. Oh, and the onion also needs to be chopped small like that as well, to make sure that it's all a homogeneous sauce at the end. Well, it's not going to be homogeneous, but it's going to be smaller pieces in it. And you want to mix those around and get them nice and caramelized as well. Just pour a sear and everything. And then add in the meat again and combine that together. And this is when you're going to want to put your sauce ingredients in. So make sure to get your no salt Unico tomatoes and some sauce and some paste, and get that into the pan as well. So I'm starting here with the sauce and mixing the tomato paste, and then sorry, lost track. Then when you're cutting up your tomatoes, you can do a little trick. Just if you have a sharp knife, don't go against the edges, but you can cut up the tomato right in the pan. So here's a little tip for you. And put the tomatoes in there and mix it around well, and then add your oregano that we had showed you earlier, and get your sliced zucchini on the sliced flat strips like big noodles in your pan, and cook them until golden on both sides, and drain on a tissue paper or a paper towel. Add in your eggplant as well. Nothing else is done to these, just cut in the round and peeled. And cook them until they're almost like a little bit transparent around the edges there. And then you can get everything set up to put together. So you start with putting, you gotta put your salt in your sauce. Forgot about that. Make sure to add a little bit of salt to your sauce. Gotta season your food always. And that goes as well for the pasta water, as salty as Mediterranean, is it? I've heard before. And then we can get together and make our layers. And we need to add the spinach to put it in the microwave to cool it, and strain it through a strainer so that you get out the excess water, because that will, it's probably not that much of a big deal, but it didn't seem like I wanted to add that. Add a little bit of oregano and the cream cheese and mix well, and then You can start adding the pasta to the water. You want the water to be boiling rapidly when you do this. And here it comes. I know it's not a good thing, but trying to get try not to crack the noodles when you're pushing them down into the pot. I was trying to do too many things here at once, and I lost control of my noodles. So when those are done, just strain those out, and we can begin the assembly. Put some sauce on the bottom of the pan a nice bit so that nothing burns, and then add your first layer of noodles on there. And so I've got 3 going across in this pan, and I have an aluminum pan, so I don't have to do the dishes, but do those dishes particularly, a lasagna pan, and here I've put in the broken lasagna, but it's still there. It's in my mind, so I know. And again, go over the sauce spread the sauce out again and the zucchini, and then cover with a little bit more sauce. Then you put on another layer of noodles, and at this point you're going to want to put in the cream cheese filling and sprinkle some mozzarella style shreds on as well in this place in the noodles. There's a clip of the brand, and add another layer of noodles, and then add another layer of sauce on top of that. And no particular reason that I'm going super slow here, but you want to put the sauce on and spread it evenly around the whole lasagna, and then add your eggplant, and that's your last layer there, that eggplant. So just cover that up now with the sauce and put the cheese shreds on. These are, I believe they're PC brand, if I'm not mistaken. And that's it. In the oven it goes. Because it's so heavy and it is in a aluminum pan, make sure to put a tray underneath it of some kind, oven safe tray, and put that in the oven to cook for about 40 minutes or so, maybe a little bit longer. And you will get it a nice meal, but you will not get shreds that are melted. They don't melt. I may find one that melts at some point, and if I do, I'll let you know. But anyway, thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye. Have a good day.